Okay, sunflower reconstruction tabletops.
Okay, so this is the way it came.
Now, in the future, we should make sure if we're shipping the pin cushions with the sunflowers that we're using the comparable size head of the sunflower, just so that it has the same perceived value. In this particular case, because the sunflowers, well, actually, these are a little bigger than the last one.
The other ones, yeah.
So let's see if we're going to need to add anything or not to it.
Yeah, we're going to add some status just to give color and everything.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to do exactly the same thing that I did on the other one, but I'm going to take the nets off of these guys. I'm taking all the nets off.
But when they ship it to us, they can ship it with the nets if they do the right construction, correct?
Yes. Okay, so we put all the heads at the same level, all the heads at the same level, and what I'm going to do is that I'm going to tie them together with a rubber band so that they don't move along the bouquet. So I'm going to tie them. We can find the little rubber band so that we don't have to...
Yeah, you've got the little rubber band.
Yeah, so that we don't have to do all these things that I'm doing. And I put it right all the way up the neck, the sunflowers. So now we have our center, right? Now we have, and they're not going to move any place. They're going to stay right there. So I have my sunflowers prepared, and now I'm going to start preparing the solid agua. I do the same thing as I did with the other one.
We're going to have to clip the top so the volume's at the top.
That's right. I clip the top.
Here, let me just show you where he's clipping the top.
A little bit of foliage, and I clip.
Here, let's just slow. Okay,
right
so
here.
down below. So now you've got the volume up at the top. Now, there are varieties in the future of Solidago, the Golden Glory, or whatever, where it's all at the top, and it's got huge amount of laterals. He's stripping all the foliage on the Hypericum again.
We can also use other colors of Hypericums in these recipes.
Yeah. These are very sophisticated, mostly green, so we're adding a little color. Jorge, is there a wrap over there, Jorge?
Donde yo los pongo. Donde los pongo, Jorge. Ahí debajo de mí, en ese cajoncito.
Okay, on the green, look what he's doing.
On the green,
because this was the top one.
No, it's also cut, but it's anesthetic.
Oh, he's cleaning it.
I'm cleaning it a little bit, yeah. Eso. So now you go.
Trying to get the foliage up towards the top so it can wrap around.
That's right. And I'm just taking all the...
Okay, it's just cleaning where it was cut. This already was cut from one stem to 2 or 3 stems.
This one has laterals. It has the same thing because so that it looks natural. That's why I'm clipping everything up. So that it looks a little bit natural. Then we have two because the other head broke. But it's not an issue. We can make this with 2. It's not a big deal. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start also again with the sunflowers. I'm just going to put it on the side.
In between.
In between of each sunflower. The same thing that I did with the pink cushion. And I'm just spreading it around so that the center is not all empty. So that's why.
Let me take a picture of the center. Okay.
That's what I did.
All right.
Right? Okay. Then I'm going to put, like we have only 2 pink cushions, 2 green balls, so I'm going to put 1 on one side and 1 on the other side. But in this case, we need the 3rd one.
Yeah.
Because
just for balance.
For balance. We need the 3rd one in this case.
Okay. You can take a pink cushion, one out of there. I mean a green ball. But just the same way, if we're using Hypericum clumps, we're just, we're trying to keep the thing balanced.
So I'm putting the other green ball there. Then the same thing that I did. On the heads of the sunflowers, I'm putting the Hypericum.
Now, is that in between the green ball and the Solidago?
Exactly in the same point of in the same position of the sunflower. I'm putting this green thing, this green Hypericum, exactly on the same thing. So it's going to bring up the beauty of the sunflower.
Now, to create the same perceived value that we have in the pin cushions in terms of breadth, we're just going to add some Solidago.
One stem of status.
You see how we cut that stem? into multiple pieces.
This is what I'm doing. So I'm putting status just
Slightly
slightly below the thing. Just like that. You see? Just like that, just to give a little bit of color. Just to give a little bit of color here.
To break up all the monotony of the green.
Yes. And I need a little bit more here.
One more lateral.
I need one more lateral from here. Just to have
Okay.
balance.
So now show
like
the top on the balance. Show it from the top view.
now there you go. And now I'm going to add the greens.
Mhm.
I'm going to add the greens that I'm going to put right here. And you see I'm spreading all the leaves around.
Mhm.
But I'm not putting it over the flowers. I'm just covering the sides right here. So this one is too long. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it off.
The one piece.
So, right?
Mhm.
That little piece.
Want it to just look like a wrap around the outside.
Around the outside.
Okay.
That's
So
it.
now give a top view so you can see what
But
the...
I'm going to take this one also out.
Okay.
All right? That's it. Now you see, we have the same perceived value of this other guy. They look like they cost exactly the same. So right now what I'm going to do is the same thing. I'm going to put my 3 rubber bands on the bottom, but I'm cutting my stems at the same level so that it's easy to put the rubber bands. Now I'll put 1 to hold the bouquet on the top.
And obviously with the smaller rubber bands, you're not going to have to twist it around. The small
That's
thick
right.
rubber bands, you can just put it around once. Obviously, the first rubber band is right underneath.
Yeah, it's just to hold all the flowers in its place so that nothing moves. That's it. Then we put a wrap. I'm going to put this purple wrap on top. Putting the purple wrap, and I'm bringing this guy down. There you go. And now I take the sleeve that you guys sent. That in the sunflowers you used in a smaller sleeve than in the pink cushion, so we have to use
The same sleeve.
the same size sleeve that you use on the pink cushion, because look that in
The
here.
goal is to have the exact same volume
That's
of
right.
flower in each of the bouquets.
So that's it. There you
Okay,
go.
the rubber band gets pulled up underneath.
We have
and it's
it.
done.
This one goes up. And I put it so that it looks a little bit aesthetic
Now
there.
we have the final. Look
That's
at the
it.
final. Here, give me a top view. Look at the final. See how balanced? Beautiful. Okay.